one of those nights last night. Had a lot to drink. What did you have? What were you doing last night? I didn't see you at all.
I was partying with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. But don't tell Ryan Gosling. He doesn't know.
Well, I won't say anything, but today we're going to do kind of a sequel to a video we did 2 weeks ago talking about our top 5 favorite movies of the year. This one is going to be the worst movies of the year. They're the worst 5 movies of the year. I think we're going to have you start out with this one, talking about number 5 worst movie of the year. Let's go.
Okay, so the 5th worst movie of the year is easily Gravity.
Yeah, it definitely is.
This movie was so boring. First of all, the title doesn't even make sense.
No.
It's called Gravity, but in the film there's no gravity.
Yeah.
Why would you call it Gravity if there's no gravity?
It's in space. There's no gravity in
makes
space.
no sense.
It's like I can't even think of something that would make that much not sense.
Right, exactly. And it was boring, like they're just floating around in space and she can't get back and blah blah blah. It's just it bored me to
I
tears.
don't watch people like movies like this. They're like, oh, it's art. It's like, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
It's just boring.
And George Clooney needs to pick better films. I mean, he hasn't done a good film since Batman and Robin.
I know. I really wish they had made a sequel to that with him, because that would have been great.
Yes, that
his
would have
career-
been
his
brilliant.
career's gone just downhill since then.
Yeah, no
What's he
kidding.
been in since then? Like Ocean's 11? No one likes those movies.
No.
Yeah, so Gravity, just don't watch it. So that's our
It's a
number
waste
5.
of time and money.
It definitely is. That's our number 5 worst movie of the year. Number 4 is, on the sheet it says Star Trek Into Darkness, but I'm pretty sure it's called Star Wars Into Darkness.
Yeah.
Because it was just announced J.J. Abrams was going to do the new Star Wars movie, and it came out like 2 days later, or something like that. I don't know. So I watched this movie, and I don't know if it's a Star Wars or Star Trek movie at all, because first off, it doesn't seem like, it doesn't have any of the actors from the Next Generation in it.
No.
And it doesn't have any actors, doesn't have, like I mentioned this earlier in a video I made before, there's no Jar Jar Binks in it.
No.
And there's no...
And he's the best character.
Yeah, and there's no characters like John Luck Pickard in it, you know, from the Next Generation. So it's like, what is this movie really about? It's not really about anything. So I try to watch it, I try to understand what's going on.
Completely inconsistent.
I didn't care at all about any of the characters. The effects were great if it was 1994. You know, it's that was a good one. Thanks.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh man, I'm funny. Anyways, yeah, it's just such a bad movie. It's number 4 on this year's worst movies of the year.
And next we have The Conjuring, which scary movies I'm done with. I'm over them.
First off, it's not scary at all.
No, it's not.
Thing.
Right, it's hilarious, especially the actors. Oh my gosh, the actors,
Yes.
I should say. Oh my gosh, yeah, the acting was terrible, the effects were terrible. If you want to see a good scary movie, go see Scary Movie 5. Yeah. That's the only good one nowadays.
It has scary
Just
movie in the title.
Stop making scary movies.
Yeah,
It's
except
just
for a scary movie.
right, except for
Scary
Movie 5.
6. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially if Ashley Tisdale came back.
Yeah,
She was great.
and Simon Rex.
We mentioned that if you want to check out our best movies of the year.
Right.
Fantastic movie. Number 2. The number 2 worst movie of the year was Iron Man 3. For so many reasons. The main one being is that Robert Downey Jr. is probably the most unlikable actor out there today. He's in everything. He's terrible at Sherlock Holmes. He's a terrible Iron Man. He's terrible at whatever else movies he does. You know.
What has he done?
No
That's
one
all he
knows.
does.
That's
He does Iron Man, and they're not even good.
They're not even good. No one really cares about the Marvel movies anymore.
No.
I don't think anyone really liked the Avengers. Did you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I mean, just they're so convoluted and just boring, and just they think they can just throw an explosion somewhere and people will watch it.
Right.
There's no character development.
Michael Bay can pull
Michael
that
Bay
off.
can pull that off. He's a great director. Transformers is actually one of my favorite movies, but it didn't come out this year, so it's not on the list.
Right.
2 weeks ago. But Iron Man 3, and what I don't get is that like 2 weeks later, they released like a reboot called Man of Steel. That's Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, and that looked like more like Superman or something. I don't know what there's so many movies and like prequels and reboots and stuff. It doesn't make sense anymore.
Well, the problem is there's too many Marvel movies out that everybody's like getting this confused, and like now there's going to be Batman and Superman. They're just throwing all these superheroes together, or trying to confuse us and mold into one giant superhero.
Yeah, it's just stupid. But the worst part definitely was Robert Downey Jr. He should just quit acting because he's just nobody likes any movie that he's in because he's just annoying.
Yeah.
So that's our number 2 worst movie of the year. But you got number 1, right?
Right. Pixar has done it again with Monsters University. Why is Pixar still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know why Pixar keeps dumping money into these terrible movies. I don't think they've ever made a good movie.
No.
Not that I can think of.
No. Finding Nemo.
Nobody liked that.
Toy Story. They did 3 Toy Stories.
I know, 3 Toy Stories. Can you believe that? And nobody even liked that. And they get the most unlikable actors. Like, does anybody really want to hear Tom Hanks talk? No. Or Ellen DeGeneres or Tim Allen or whoever else is in Monsters University, John Goodman or something. It's like these guys, these are like washed up actors that, you know, they probably can't get any other jobs.
Right.
That's why they're in Pixar movies.
Exactly.
I almost feel bad for them now.
Yeah. They should get Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves has a great voice. Paul Walker. He'd be great. He'd be great.
He would be. Pixar, if you're watching this, take notes.
Make a movie with Keanu Reeves and Paul Walker, and that will be the best character development.
Yes.
Because they just...
And Vanessa Hudgens.
Yes. Listen to us. We know what we're talking about. You don't. Your movies suck, Pixar. That's just a fact. I don't know anybody that likes the Toy Story movies. Anyways.
No, I don't either.
That's all we have for today. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I'm too hungover to talk about that. But we're going to have another episode next week, and it'll probably be awesome. And if you don't watch
it will be awesome. Who are we kidding?
I said it probably. Of course it will be awesome. That was a joke. That was a stupid thing for me to say. Man. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. So make sure to watch and subscribe because our videos are awesome. And if you don't subscribe, then how are you going to get your share of awesomeness every week? It's hard when you're subscribed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do that, and then we'll see you next week.
You haven't had a drink this whole time?